The youngest son of former Zimbabwean President Robert Gabriel Mugabe is expected to appear in the Alexandra Magistrates Court this morning.
Yeah, Balamin Mugabe faces attempted murder charges after an alleged shooting incident at the family's Hyde Park home in Japan.
While police found cartridges at the premises on Thursday, they are yet to find the gun that was used in the shooting.
The K9 dog unit, as well as police divers, have searched unsuccessfully for that firearm.
Hello guys, it seems like Mugabe's son is wicked like his father, you know what I mean? And he's accused of shooting somebody in his residence in South Africa. And what I don't understand is, why is the guy living in South Africa? Why don't he live in Zimbabwe? Your dad has been president there for more than 30 years. And instead of you to live in your country, you are living in another person's in South Africa, you know? And that, not that you are living there peacefully, you are causing trouble. You know what I mean? And when you look at his appearance in the court, as you can see, you see how proud he is. It's just like all this spoiled kid, you know? Because those one thing with these strong men, they call themselves strong men, is that they treat their children with kid gloves. They don't discipline their children at all. Their children always runs wide. You know what I mean? There's no self-control. There's no manner. Some of them are mannerless, and they can be salty as well. You know, I've seen it before. Like, I've seen how some people in Africa, they claim to be masculine and tough, but they are tough outside their family, you know. They are tough with another person's child or children, but among their children, they don't discipline them. I've seen it. You know, I know somebody, you know, used to be like head of, or you can call the person principal, a man, but he disciplines students, you know. He's in charge of, in charge of a school, you know, school principal. He disciplines students. He have a strict rule in the school put in place, but in his family, he doesn't have that strict rule. All his children today, they show lack of self-discipline, and some of them are scallywags, you know. But this is a disciplinarian, like that principle. So it's always good in disciplining other people's children, but it never discipline his own children. That's what we see with these spoiled kids we have in Africa, with all these dictators, you know. Last time I made a video about Gaddafi's son, you know, just recently unalived, you know. He recently joined his ancestors by somebody else. I think it's the sin of the father that got to him. Or maybe this Mugabe son is running away from the sin of his father, you know, because I think the father must have pissed a lot of people off in that Zimbabwe. I think maybe everybody, because he kept them in poverty for a long time, you know. Although he always have a strong alibi for why the country is poor, you know, because maybe there's an element of truth there, because the West are putting sanctions. We are putting sanctions on him because he doesn't want to give land to the dominant society, you know, that remain in their country. He doesn't want to give them land. Even the one they have given them or they have taken by force, he tried to bring those land back and give to their people. Maybe that's why the West was sanctioning him. Like, that's why the country was very poor, even when he was there. So, but you know, we see what happened, what a tragedy, you know, that your son is not living in your country, you know. He's supposed to be living large if the father puts something up there. there's no way you'll be living in South Africa. Now, and not only that you're living there in South Africa, you are causing trouble there. I think, if he found guilty, because this is just allegation now, he's in court, maybe they should put him in prison so that he'll humble when he comes out of the prison. He'll humble, and hopefully those person that he shot was not fatal. But this is what we see in Africa, and this is gonna be the fate of those dictators we have in Africa. Their children will have this kind of fate. They will not gonna end well because they don't mean well for the country. They're not helping the people of the country. They're just there. Somebody like Paul Biya, have been there for somebody like Museveni. Lots of them. They have been there for a long time, and they think they're gonna be there forever, and maybe they want to hand over to their children their reign. But sometimes it doesn't go that way, because look at what's happened to Gaddafi. Should be an example. Anything can happen. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.